So good. Like, I've always struggled with very painful periods. It can be kind of hard to maintain friendships. You kind of just live like roommates. Like, there's just like no like spark there anymore. I have to go directly to the person and just like talk to them like, hey, what's going on? I'm a Muslim girly, and before you get married you cannot use tampons. Honestly, like, some of these questions are so good, but I just cannot answer them because like I have, you know, like I'm a little bit shy. Okay, like my mom watches my videos, like I can't talk to you guys about some of this stuff. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel and another vlog. If you saw the title of this video, we are going to be doing a fun little girl talk Q&A today. I haven't done one of these in a while, and it's time. It's time we just catch up. I already screenshotted some really good questions you guys sent over on my Instagram, and it's going to be a fun little girl talk video. So let's go ahead and get into it. I do feel like I'm running on low, so I'm going to crack open this Alani Energy. So good. Delicious. Now we can go ahead and get started. I even wore a pink sweater for you guys. It's girl talk. I had to wear pink. But I figured that while I go through these questions, you know, talk to you guys, answer them, I can maybe do like a fall makeup look since it's fall. So excited. And I think that'll be really fun. We could do a fall makeup look, and I can kind of show you guys the products I'm using while I'm answering the questions for you guys. I already went ahead and applied my skincare and my sunscreen. So that's all I have on my face right now. And then I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Flawless Filter. It is so good. I kind of just use this in place of foundation, and it just makes you super glowy. But for the first question, they're asking me, what is my favorite perfume for everyday and also for date night / occasions? This is a good question because if you're like me, you're always looking for like a really nice everyday perfume, but also perfumes that you can wear for special occasions like they asked. And lucky for you guys, I have a whole stash of perfumes right next to me that I'm gonna kind of show you guys and talk about. Let me just get this blended out really quick. Okay, it's blended. Now we can kind of talk about some of my favorite perfumes. I've just built quite a collection over the years. A lot of these were sent to me though, so it's not like I bought every single one of these. So personally for me, I love florally sweet perfumes with like a hint of musk, just a hint of that deeper musky scent. For the most part, I do like a true vanilla sweet floral scent. Okay, so I just got this one sent over to me. It's from the 7 Virtues. It's Vanilla Woods. I feel like this makes a great everyday perfume. I've been using it since I got it in. It smells so good. This is a perfect everyday perfume. Another perfect everyday perfume, which is almost done, is this one. It's the Valentino Donna perfume. I got this several years ago. It's lasted me quite a while. This is a really good everyday perfume, and the bottle is so pretty. Now let's go into some of my date night, special occasion, things like that. The Burberry Her. I don't know, there's just like nothing like it. Like, this is my baby right here. She is beautiful. She smells amazing. Another great one is this Prada Paradox. This one smells incredible. Oh my gosh. These are my top perfumes. And then last one I want to share with you guys, the Kayali Vanilla. Look at it. It's like almost done. This might be my baby. I don't know. Like, I'm a perfume girly. I love all these scents. They're just sweet, floral, hint of musk. My go-tos. But yeah, I can link them below if you guys want to like try them out yourself. They're seriously amazing. And then I'm gonna go in with the Dibs Contour Stick. I do have a code with them. If you guys want to get a discount, I'll put it on screen here because I can't remember it, but it'll save you some money off if you've been wanting to try it out. I'm in shade 3 of this. But for this question, they're asking me, are my periods less or more painful after having Malik, or is it the same? Okay, this is actually a really good question. And if you don't have kids, then you probably don't know this because I did not know this before I had Malik. But my periods were like painful. Like, they were on another level of pain. I've always struggled with very painful periods. I don't know, they never diagnosed me with like anything like endometriosis or anything like that. They just kind of told me that it was normal and that some girls have more painful periods than other women do. So I've kind of just like lived with that my whole life. And then when I got pregnant with Malik, I was just telling her like my periods are so painful. Like, I think we're just talking about periods. I don't know how we got on the topic. And she actually told me, she was like, well, the good thing about pregnancy is after you have a baby, like for some reason, your periods are a lot less painful than they were to begin with. And I was like, no way. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna believe it till it actually, like, I can actually like experience that. And lo and behold, after I gave birth to Malik, I started getting my periods again, and they are significantly less painful. Like, especially for that first year after I had Malik, of course my periods came back like right away after the 6 weeks. So I bled for 6 weeks after I had Malik, and then literally right after I stopped bleeding, I got my period. Like, my periods are just, they're on track. She's gonna come. She's coming right when she's supposed to. But you know, when you feel your period's coming because you start cramping. I didn't get any cramps. Like, it was so weird. It's the strangest thing. But then, like, as the years went by, you know, it's been like 2.5 years now, they've started to become more and more painful. I swear, like, every month it's like coming back. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to get pregnant again so my uterus can kind of calm down on the cramping, because it's so painful. But yeah, it's true. If you have a baby, your periods are a lot less painful than they were before, which is amazing. I'm gonna go in with the blush side of the contour stick, and I'm just gonna go in these areas. And for this question, they're asking me, have I ever struggled with irregular periods, hormones? If so, what did you do? I guess I kind of answered this in the last one. I've actually never struggled with like irregular periods ever since I got my period. I got my period when it was on my 10th birthday, you guys. Like, I got it when I was so young, which is kind of sad because I feel like I was still like a little girl. But yeah, I got it super young, and it's been regular ever since, like on the dot. Like, I use the Flow app, and it'll tell me like, oh, this is the day you're supposed to start your period, and it's right every single month. So I don't know, I'm just pretty regular, I guess. I swear this contour stick just brings so much life to my face. This is a good question. It says, have you ever outgrown a friendship? So I think, like, honestly, like, me and my friend group, like, we've always had the same friend group ever since we were like, I don't know, like, we all met each other when we were around like 6 years old, and we've been friends ever since. And it's not that we've like outgrown our friendship. I think that we're all just in such different places in our lives, and we're all grown up, you know. Some are married, some have moved away. So it's just like, it's different. It's not like the same friendship that we had growing up, obviously, because we were just like having fun when we were young kind of thing. And now it's like we have like actual responsibilities. So I wouldn't say like I've outgrown a friendship. It's just like we've grown. We've kind of learned to handle like the situations that we're in life right now. And so we do try to get together like every once in a while and things like that. But for the most part, it's pretty hard to get together with them because everyone is just always so busy. Especially me, I have a kid. I'm the only one that has a kid in the friend group. So it can be kind of hard. It can be kind of hard to maintain friendships, but friendships are very important to have in life, I feel like, especially if you like grew up with them. It's nice to, you know, keep in contact every once in a while. But it's crazy because like I miss the friendship I had with my friends when we were younger and just immature and dumb and did stupid things and just had a lot of fun. Like, now that we're just all older and unfortunately we got responsibilities, can't go back to that, but I'm glad that I got to experience all of that with them. Moving on to eyeshadow, I love this YSL palette so much. I get so many compliments on it when I wear it. It just looks so pretty on the eyelids. But this question is asking me, how do you stay motivated to work, create content, and cook clean? I love your energy. Honestly, it's not easy. Like, I may come on here and happy face and smiling all the time, but it's not always like that behind closed doors. Like, I stress, I get overwhelmed a lot, and yeah, I'm just like you guys. I'm human. Things can get really hard and tough sometimes, and I don't know how to deal with it. So don't let me make you think that, you know, that being overwhelmed and stressed and all those things is like not normal, because I go through the same thing. It's just like, for the most part, you know, social media, we just come on and we show like our happy moments. Not really like the tough moments, but it does happen, I promise. And it's definitely not easy. But for the most part, like, what's really helped me is like having a routine. Like, for instance, on Sundays is like my reset days. It's where I'll like clean my house, pick up the mess around my house because there's always a mess, and do the laundry. So that way when Monday comes, I'm set for the week, and that just makes me feel so much better. Don't worry, we're gonna blend this out. It's not gonna look like this. Also, another thing is like every day after Maddie goes to bed, like I'll just like pick up around the house, and like if there's like a mess, like just vacuum it up really quick or mop it really quick, just so it's not so overwhelming when Sunday comes around. So just pick up things, you know, daily. That way when you do get to your reset day, it's not so much work. That's been helping me a ton. Okay, this one is a good question. They're asking me, how do I deal with girl drama? And I feel like honestly, just the type of person that I am, I guess this is how I kind of deal with all drama in my life. Like no matter if it's with my girlfriends or like my husband or like, you know, just people in my life. So I'm the type, like I can't like hold it in. Like if something is really bothering me or if I like felt some weird type of way about whatever situations, just something, like I have to go directly to the person and just like talk to them like, hey, what's going on? Like how can we resolve this? Because this is how I'm feeling. Like, is it just me or is there really something going on? I hate fighting, I hate drama. So that way this kind of just like takes that all away. Like I just want to go straight to the source and just like talk to them and see like what's going on. That way you can resolve it right in its tracks and it doesn't go any further than that. You're not like going to some other friend and saying, oh well, I heard this and this from this person. Like no, just go straight to the source and ask them. And yeah, that's how I deal with stuff in my life, and it's been working out really good. And I don't know, I feel like it's a good way to resolve issues. But other than that, like if I feel like a person is just a lot of drama comes from them, like I'm not friends with people like that because I just can't. I already have enough issues going on in my life. I can't deal with drama from girls. It's not me. I don't like that kind of stuff. Thankfully my friends are not like that, like at all. Okay, I feel like since we're doing a fall makeup look, I want to do like lots of bronzy. This is the Dibs Baked Bronzer Duo in Spiced Chai. It can get kind of dark, so I'm literally gonna do just a little bit. And I'm gonna go into the areas that I did my cream contour, my cream bronzer, just to kind of deepen it up a little bit and also set it. Okay, this question is asking me, how do you guys keep your spicy life alive with your baby? I love your content. This is actually kind of, it's like not an easy thing to just like know how to do like after you have a baby, because things are just so weird and you and your partner's responsibility is the baby. Like at the end of the day, like that is what's most important. So it's so easy to fall out of those romantic kind of moments that you may have had with your spouse before you had a baby. But it's super important to get it back and like bring it back, because if you don't, then you kind of just live like roommates. Like there's just like there's no like spark there anymore. So you kind of have to keep it alive. Some things we did is we sleep trained Malik from like 6 months. So he was like in his own crib, in his own room, and he was like had a set bedtime, a good routine. And I think because we incorporated that, like we had so much time to hang out after he went to bed. So like after he would go to sleep, we just would stay up, watch Netflix, hang out. And we also made time to like go on date nights. We don't do them that often, and I know a lot of people don't have that luxury like for people to watch your kids, so you definitely don't have to, like that's not like a requirement that you have to do. So like even like doing it at home, like making dinner for each other after the kids go down, and just, you know, sitting down having dinner together to kind of keep that spice there, because you are gonna need it, especially like having a baby. You want to bring those moments that you had before you had a baby, you know, back, because then you'll just like feel more and more like yourself. And then I just went in with the Dibs. It's the Baked Blush Duo, and it's in shade Spice Gal. So pretty. Again, I do have a code for all these Dip products if you guys want to try them out. I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty. It's the Cherry Blossom Loose Powder. It's like her Easy Bake powder. And I'm just gonna kind of use it to set my under eyes, and it also brightens. So like look at the difference. It's so good. Okay, this question is asking me, when you got married, was living with a man for the first time difficult? So I got married super young. I was 21 when I got married, and I did not know a thing. I live with my mom, and I do have 2 brothers. So I guess I kind of already knew how it was like living with a man, but you don't really know until you live with your husband, obviously. Like that's different. And thankfully, like Mustafa is not a messy person, like a dirty person. I know some guys can be. Thankfully, he is not. So it really wasn't that hard of adjustment for me. We're still working on some things though, where he like will take his socks off and just throw them. But I feel like that's just a guy thing that every guy does. Or like he'll take off his clothes like as soon as he gets home from work, and just like there's a laundry hamper, but then he puts it like next to the laundry hamper on the floor. And I just don't know why he does that, but he just does. And there's just certain things that irks me, but there's also certain things that I do that irks him. It's just a thing that you guys have to like work through. If there's like certain things that really bother you, then just you have to straight up tell him like, hey, I don't like that your socks are all over my house kind of thing. And if he loves you, he cares about your mental being, because that drives me insane, then he'll like work on himself to change it. Even Mustafa still does it to this day, but it's not as bad as it was. I like to think that he's trying to work on it at least. Yeah, it's definitely something that you guys have to like work through. It's not just something that can happen like overnight, or something that you can get used to overnight. It's definitely a work in progress. These questions are really good. I'm gonna go in with the Dibs Highlight Stick and Good Life Gold. And this question is asking, what's your take on the pad versus tampon argument? I didn't know this was like an argument. Is it an argument? I definitely prefer one over the other. So obviously I'm a Muslim girly, and before you get married you cannot use tampons. So I didn't know what using tampons were until I got married. So I was using pads. And after I discovered tampons, I will never, ever, ever go back to pads. I'm so sorry. I cannot. After I experienced it, I'm like, this is so much cleaner. It's just so much nicer. So I can't go back. But that's just me personally. Everyone has their own preference, especially if you've never tried tampons before. I have like 3 drinks going on over here. I have my coffee, water, and Alani. I'm a thirsty girl today. But yeah. After I experienced tampons, your girl is not going back. I'm sorry, I just cannot. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Tower 28 mascara, and I'm almost done. It's kind of sad. It's in the brown shade, and it's super pretty. It just makes your lashes so full and long. This question is asking me, what is the most important thing I looked in my husband before getting married? I wasn't like super picky. Like I wasn't like, oh, he has to be 6 feet tall. He has to be like a certain hair color, a certain eye color. Like I wasn't anything like that. I was just like, the only qualities I really looked for is that he's a good guy, he's a good Muslim, like he will make me better in my religion, and that he will like care for me, care about my feelings and emotions. Those 3 things were really important to me. But other than that, like the other things we can work on. So alhamdulillah, like Mustafa just checked all my boxes and more. Like he was honestly more than what I was looking for. So yeah, I'm super thankful for Mustafa. He's just amazing, an amazing guy, an amazing person. He's just amazing, and not just in his marriage, but just every relationship in his life. He's just a really good guy. So I'm thankful, very, very thankful for Mustafa, and I'm always thanking Allah for sending me such an amazing man. And I pray that you ladies out there who are not married yet or have found your person, like inshallah, may Allah give you more than what you're looking for. I always pray that, you know, Allah blesses others with more than what I have, because that's just something I would want people to wish for me. So I always just pray that others get whatever they want and more. Also, another thing that was super important to me that I didn't mention is loyalty. That's definitely like at the very top of my list. You really want to look for someone who is loyal to you and who you know 100% like they will never betray you. Like that is such an important one to look for in a man, or in a person in general. Eye color, hair color, all that stuff, you guys, like that stuff does not matter. Trust me, I promise. Like that stuff, who cares about that stuff at the end of the day? Okay, this question is asking me, have I ever microbladed or tattooed my eyebrows? And I get this question so much. I don't know why everyone thinks that I have, but I have not done anything to my eyebrows. I just pluck them and then I brush them up like this. I don't even fill them in, because I noticed that when I started like filling them in, they started like it would go bald. Like if I like started filling in my arts, like the hair would stop growing there. I don't know. So I don't touch them. I don't do anything to them. I don't feel like I need to. I feel like it's just better just to leave them alone. Okay, I got this question a lot. I guess it's a question people are curious about. Probably more so for themselves as well. But I'm gonna go on with the Say lip liner in shade Flirt. It's a cute name. Anyways, this question is asking me, what form of contraception do I use? And do I stress of contraception not working? You guys are gonna think I'm funny, but I don't use any contraception at all. I don't like them. I don't like birth control. I got on it for a little bit, like when we first got married. Quickly hated it. I like literally used it for a month maybe, and then I got off of it. And that was it. We didn't try anything else. So yeah, I don't use any contraception, and it's been working great for us. I haven't gotten accidentally pregnant yet. While I'm doing my lips, I did get a question asking me if I have lip filler or have a lip flip done. And I don't. These are actually my natural lips. And some people don't believe me that I have never gotten them done. And if you don't believe me, then that's totally okay. Like, it doesn't bother me. But yeah, I've never done them. I just kind of like, I guess I overline them a little bit. Mustafa says I overline them too much. But like, you can tell when people have had their lips done. Because like, even without lip liner and gloss, like their lips are just plump, I guess you could say. But I think naturally my lips are just a little bit more fuller, but I think you can tell I don't have lip filler, especially if I like don't have anything on my lips. My top lip is kind of thinner, but with that being said, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting lip filler or a lip flip. Like, if you want to get that done, then I'm all for that. I'm all for doing things that make you happy, and if getting lip filler is one of them, then do it. Like, I am all for that. Honestly, like, some of these questions are so good, but I just cannot answer them because, like, I have, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, people are gonna judge me if I answer some of the questions because it's just a little bit too personal. But, like, I want to answer them because I know, like, girls are just curious. But, I don't know. Maybe I can do, like, a private membership thing to where, I don't know, just I can talk to you girlies. Because I don't know, some of the people that watch my videos may not be girls, or I don't know. Just like, I get kind of, I'm a little bit shy, okay? Like, I don't know. Like, my mom watches my videos, like, I can't talk to you guys about some of the stuff. I feel like I've definitely gotten, like, more comfortable on camera. Like, some of these questions, like, you couldn't even have answered them, like, a year ago. Like, I'd be like, oh my god, no, like, that's, like, what? Like, no. So weird. I'm actually gonna put some of that highlight, like, in the inner corners of my eye, too. You can kind of add this stuff, like, wherever you want. It's, like, so nice. My nose, why don't we? Okay, I'm gonna make this the last question, and we're gonna finish it off with some highlighter. This is One Size Beauty. Like, you only put a little bit because it can be like a lot. Let me just show you guys. It's so pretty. Look. Oh, she's pretty. Okay, this question is asking me what do I do if I can't agree on something with Mustafa? But let me go ahead and spray my face before I answer it. Yay, we're done with the makeup look. Okay, to answer this question, what do I do if I can't agree on something with Mustafa? I feel like there's a lot of times where we can't agree on something. Like, it happens. Like, couples, like, not everything is just like, oh, rainbows and sunshine and yes, whatever you want, dear, type of thing. Like, everyone has their own opinion, and you kind of have to, like, work on how to get to the middle and, like, resolve it. So if we can't agree on something, we try to not let it turn into, like, a fight to where, like, we have to, like, argue about it. So we've been just, like, literally sitting down and talking about it face to face, like, over text. Like, if he's at work or something, like, I'm not gonna sit there and, like, go back and forth with him, because I feel like things over text can get really just, like, misconstrued, and just sometimes it doesn't come out the way you want it to. So I feel like talking face to face is way better, and, like, just working on how to get to, like, a middle ground on it. Like, for instance, we want to go, like, somewhere for, like, a fall trip soon, and it happens to be around his birthday, so we're like, let's just turn it into a birthday trip for you. Well, I want to go somewhere and he wants to go somewhere else, so we're like, don't know what to do about that, because what we want to do is just, like, different things, different vibes. So I feel like in this instance, we, like, kind of sat down and we picked a few places, and we named, like, the pros and cons of, like, each area, like, what we can do, and just, we're gonna decide, like, what sounds most fun and what sounds the best, because we're planning to take Matic. So, like, what's the easiest way to get around, to do things like that, and that's how we're gonna resolve it. So I just wanted to give you guys kind of an example. I'm sure there's so many out there, but I just can't think of them right now at the top of my head. You guys, we're done. That was the last question. Okay, before I end the video, there's just this one girl, and she sent me, like, something that happened to her, and I just want to talk about it because I feel like it's something kind of common. But she said this guy keeps, basically, like, her and this guy started talking, getting to know each other, and basically he just, like, cut her off, and she's asking me, like, how do you avoid dumb boys who waste your time? And I feel like this happens to so many girls. Like, guys just kind of just want to talk to you for the fun of it, and not really because they're like looking for something serious. And so that was the #1 thing. Like, when I first met Mustafa, like, I literally asked him, like, I don't care if this is too soon, because, like, I'm sorry, I'm not looking for just some other fling. I was like, what are your intentions? Like, are your intentions to get married, or are your intentions just to like have fun and mess around? Because, like, if you are, then that's like not me. Like, I'm not here for that. I'm here to look for my husband. I'm here to you know, settle down, and I want to find my person. And that was like one of the first things we ever talked about. And like, he was from the get-go, he was like, no, like, that's my intention too. Like, I'm ready to settle down. Like, I want to find my person, and you know, my intentions are marriage. And so I feel like that's like, I don't even care if it's too soon, especially if you're Muslim. Like, we don't date around, you know, like, we're not dating around for fun. Like, we're dating to, you know, find our person. And so I feel like that just needs to be established at the get-go. Like, you just need to ask that question, like, straight up, like, what are your intentions? And there is nothing wrong with asking that question. And if they think that there's something wrong with it, then they're just wanting to have fun. They're not looking for anything serious. So I hope that helps, and I'm really sorry that he did that to you, because no girl deserves that. And it's just something that you just kind of have to like learn from your mistakes, and that way you can know for the next time. Inshallah, may you all find the loves of your lives. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these. This is actually super fun to like just sit down and talk to you guys. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. So I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.